Hello, everyone, and welcome back to season number 7 of the NSDCA Mountain Dew Custom Series. Race number 2 comes at you from the 1.5 mile oval in Las Vegas, Nevada, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 41 laps of action. The Palms Casino 225, and on the front row, pole sitter Logan Cloud, who is outside Jeffrey Finguy, those two teammates at Evernham Racing. Take a look at the row behind him. More Dodges. Danny Lloyd, the 94 for Cloud Foster Racing Operations, and the 39 of Patrick Smith or Evernham. Evernham sees all three of their cars in the top 4. A row further back, 2 more Dodges. Richard Herman in the 65, and who is outside the 17 of Rose Henson. So Toyota, Pontiac, and Ford all looking to chase down the Dodges, who have locked out the front of the grid. Go down trackside for your command to start this one off from Vegas.
Drivers, start your engines!
All 35 cars will come to life here in the pit lane. 41 laps, like I said, ahead of us, and we do have some storylines coming into today. Brandon Beal, your winner at Daytona, the points leader, the rookie for Sladek Motorsports Group, starting dead last. Adam Mitchell for Shade Burkhardt Racing. Another top talent in the field, although he did not have the best of Daytonas. No, I do think he got knocked out in the big one. Starting 34th. He originally qualified 4th. Beal originally qualified 14th. Both of them, both Toyotas failed pre-race inspection. We have some other drivers starting in the back of the field that we do want to point out. It's the first race of the season for the 30 and the 81. Chris Stottlemyre and Preston Emmons respectively. Both of those cars missed the Valvoline 200. Luke Evans in a new paint scheme for the 54. Advanced Auto Parts wanted to change up their look for this season. Couldn't get it done in time for Daytona. Kyle Bisceglia, I believe this is going to be his first MDCS start in the 29, starting deep in the field. And Jacob Edson, a former winner, running for his own team in the 74. But at the front, Logan Cloud, a race winner. Jeffrey Finguy, a race winner. Neither, though, here at Las Vegas. Can they do it today? Who's going to get it done in Sin City? On the gas, green flag is out. We're racing in Vegas. And folks, expect these drivers to be on the absolute limit. The way that these cars have been set up the past few seasons, that they are going all out. Might be one of the fastest races of the season here at the 1.5 mile oval in Las Vegas. You know, progressively banked. So the groove, once some of these tires wear down about halfway throughout that race, you won't exactly want to be on the bottom. The groove will start creeping up the racetrack, but especially here early, when it's not exactly rubbered in, it'll be tough to see some guys really be able to work that outside. So you see Finguy kind of slipping backwards there in the 79. Cloud has the lead comfortably. Danny Lloyd in second, feeling the pressure from Patrick Smith. Smith making the move to the inside. The Canadian on the Englishman. Can't get it done, though. Lloyd surges on the high side. As Smith bottomed out through the corner and had to check up. A big storyline we've been watching this weekend. Richard Herman carrying a ton of speed in that 65. The Dirty Hooker off-road specialist car for Gatlin Downey Incorporated. Herman, I want to say, is running the Dr. Pepper Dash Series this year, maybe the Molson Modifieds, but he's been in the lower tier series sanctioned by the NSDCA. Now, getting an opportunity with GDI to run up with some of the big boys on the National Series, and he's proving them good so far. He's held down his starting spot of 5th. Now Finguy working his way back up to the top. Patrick Smith's car might not be handling the best. Seem to be checking a bunch of guys up toward the back. Finguy takes second away from Lloyd. And once again, it is blue, and white, or blue, white, and black cars all out front. They hold down the top 3. Lloyd thinking about taking second back. Can't really get there so soon. Patrick Smith, big run into the corner. As Cordell Smith's all over the back of the 65. Cordell did not do too good in practice. He had put together a good qualifying run and has put now his blue and white car up here into the top 10, looking for a top 5 spot as they jostle here, possibly for the race lead. Logan Cloud slinging them around this track. Here comes Herman with a head of steam, trying to look underneath Patrick Smith for 4th. He won't get there in time by the corner. Herman's teammate Charles Sanford put together some good runs. Nearly won one of the Work Pro duels at Daytona, but got passed on the last lap by Scott Roush. Now Charles, trying to use some of his West Coast strengths, put himself in a good finishing spot today. Gunnar Mattsson's off to a good start this year in the number 11. He contended at Daytona, couldn't get it done. Did get a top 5 though, and is now looking up here, running in the top 10 once again. Much better than his RER teammate Brad Stover. This time Herman gets by Patrick Smith, and Smith might fall back as here we go for the race lead. Jeffrey Finguy looking underneath Logan Cloud. Can he get there? No. It's tough to pass at Vegas, even early. It might be the sunny conditions. I think the last couple races we've had here in the NBCS were under some overcast weathers, but now the desert sun is really pushing itself, and it might be wearing on these tires early, really heating up the track. You're going to have less grip when the track's hot, so you can't exactly plant your car on the bottom like you have in years past, and I think that's what's really going to be changing some of the momentum of this race up. Mikey Yamakasi, he's an NSDCA race winner. He won at a 1.5 miles similar to this at Chicagoland last season. BGM looking to rebound after what was a horrible Daytona weekend for him, at least down here in the MDCS. Yamakasi and Chastain both had damage in their duel and both fell out of the race during the big one. They actually drove into one another in the big one, and that caused both of their Toyotas to fail to finish. Patrick Smith finds the bottom, this time looking underneath Yamakasi, as here comes Cordell with the run underneath Danny Lloyd. Lloyd's been doing pretty good for himself this season. I mean, he was strong in the duel. Didn't go his way at Daytona due to crash damage. Here we go for the race lead. Finguy looking underneath Cloud, still can't quite get it. Cloud, I'm not sure how many races he's doing outside of Daytona and Vegas here in the 91. I think Jay Evernham has come out and said he doesn't want drivers running more than 3 races in that car, so we'll have to see if Cloud re-ups for a third in the 91, especially if he can get it done here today. But it is early. It's only lap 12 of 41. The laps tick by quickly here at Vegas. Evan Hunter working the high side, trying to get by Charles Sanford in the 35. James Ellison, the 53. That car's won here at Vegas before. Season 3 with DJ Gibson, and I believe Season 4 with Alex Beniaco. So this 53 knows how to get it done here at Vegas. Running 11th right now. Not too bad out of James, especially compared to how his season went last year in that 53. Oh, Finguy! We've got a blown motor for Jeffrey Finguy, and that's really stacked up the whole field. Heartbreaking for the Evernham team, and that sends Lloyd and Smith backwards. That sends everybody backwards, and Logan Cloud is going to be able to check out front. Finguy, he's slowing. Can he make it back to the pits in time, or are we going to have a caution? Yamakasi and Rose clear for second and third. Believe he stopped on track. Are they going to be able to move that car off safely? Yes, they will. No caution. No caution. And Cloud, that's what he wants to see. He is clean sailing out front right now. The engine, well, it was a pretty big failure for Finguy as well. But Yamakasi and Rose might not be too safe as here comes the field. Rose has a bit of a run. Looks like she's going to try and take second away from Yamakasi. Herman trying to follow in the 65, gain as much experience as he can down here in the MDCS. Cordell now looking at going to try and throw it in underneath Herman. Can't quite get there. Yamakasi trying to slip back on the high side. Francois' teammate might let him in. Jay Jefferson putting together a very good run here in the 28 for Coors Light Racing. Team owned by Riley Spurley Tube, his employee, his driver in the SDCS teammate. Riley will be running some races in this car along with Larry Hagan, excuse me. See the gap closing. The pack will be a little bit quicker than a single car of Cloud, so in a lap or two, maybe a little bit more than that, they'll be able to get up to him. Dylan Young putting together a good run in the 66. He finished last at Daytona. Ethan Head in the 89 running good. Edson in the 74. The 74 team, although they're only running a couple races this season, they're able to put together some really good runs. Matthew Eves finished 6th in the Valvoline 200, and now Edson running inside the top 20. Ange Auto mid-pack. Brandon Beal trying to work his way up in the 37 from his poor starting spot. We see Archibald Buttersworth back here in the 93, and even further back's Adam Mitchell. So after his equipment failure, inspection failure, excuse me, this car has gone nowhere up the field. Really surprising to see that out of the 83. Everyone else here just trying to hang on. But here we go, up the front. They're all packed up behind Logan Cloud, Richard Herman, and Cordell Smith, trying to run down this 91. Can they do it? Let's go out the back of Cloud, on board for a few laps on the Mopar machine. Oh, I think we just had a big save back there by Francois Chastain and John Dilks. Oh, I think I saw the 0-1 get hooked onto the apron. We saw it a few seasons ago with the car getting turned on the apron, but that was down in turn number 1. So Francois, very lucky in the 0-1, if my eyes did not deceive me there. 3 wide back here. Brandon Beal making moves in the 37, but you saw on the onboard last time by, Cordell Smith had a big run into turn 3, trying to get by Herman for second. Has he gotten the spot? No, but Herman trying to set his sights on the lead. They're checking up in the corners now. They're lifting off. Have to see as they all jostle for position back here. I think this is when the top side comes in as we're just past halfway. Herman sees at the top. He's going to the outside, but that may have just been in reaction to the run the 67 got. Car may have just shot up the hill, but look at this. It's both Gatlin Downey Incorporated cars up here in the top 5 as Sanford's joined the party. Mac Johnson, we saw strong runs out of the 27 last year with Vince Freeze behind the wheel. We're seeing it this year with Mac. He didn't accomplish a whole lot in the 03, and now he's second in the point standings. He could be the points leader if you think about it, because no one else in the top 5, let alone the top 10 of the point standings, are really up here, because Patrick Smith has fallen back in the 39. He's outside the top 12, running about outside the top 10, running 12th, excuse me. Other than that, the highest guy in the top 10 is Sanford, who's 14th in the point standings. So Mac running very well for himself right now. Now it's a duel between Cordell Smith and Logan Cloud out front. The average speed of this one creeping higher and higher. 196.129. I don't think it'll be able to break 200, but these drivers, like we said, they're on the limit, and they need to keep it clean, because if they wreck here, it might be a bad one. We've seen that the last time the Truck Series went here. The Crown Royal Truck Series, that is. There were some hard accidents. Jake Galloway got hurt. He missed a few races, and that didn't help his case for his bigger accident in Talladega later in the season. Now single file throughout the top 10. Let's give a shout out to Dylan Young, J.H. Jefferson, putting some weaker equipment cars up here in the top 10. Both kamikaze cars in the top 10 right now. Flipping back through the field. Looks like having Hunter, Gunnar, Matheson. They're going backwards. Adam Mitchell trying to work his way up with his teammate in front of him, and Archibald Buttersworth. Really off the pace right now, the 81 and the 07. And for the lead, Cordell Smith. Cloud's led 26, 27 laps so far. Can he hang on to it? Yes, he will, with a big run off the high side. Here comes Herman with a run on the top. Does he throw it underneath the 91 into 3? Can't quite get there, biding his time. I think he's going to have a run on the 91. He's trying to get underneath him, I think. Herman is going to have the 17 behind him. Anything down into turn 1 as Cloud gets another lap led. Do we see the look? Not this time. I think a lot of fans, of these underdog teams especially, they're going to want Herman to upset over a big team like Evernham. Cordell recognizes his mistake, wants to put himself in a better spot once again, underneath the 17, but can't get it. Sanford pushed up high. Anything up there? No. Not the same in 3 and 4. Rose getting impatient with Herman, looking early, but Herman makes the block. Herman didn't run defensive enough. Rose making the look out of the 17 once again. Down the back straightaway, Herman clears. Cordell making the crossover now, blocking Yamakaze into the corner. Rose blocking into the corner. They're getting aggressive here late in Vegas. Coming through, great crowd on hand once again. Now Cordell still trying to keep third. Can he work the bottom? He has to check up. He checks up a ton that time. Rose takes it. Yamakaze takes it. And now Sanford looking to the inside, blocking the run from Mac Johnson. Ellison creeping into the top 10. He has 10th right now, as I think it was the 94 of Danny Lloyd that fell out of the top 10. Single file, everybody calming down throughout the field, especially as these tires wear out. Herman dogging the back of the 91 still. Can he do anything? Look at this run. You can really see the run from this high angle from the grandstands. Some of these drivers, depending on where they go in the corners, can get these massive runs on corner exit. We see another one out of Rose. Herman blocks. Cloud blocks. Do we see anything down into the corner? They're very tight in the top 3. No. Sanford running defensive there on Mac Johnson. Offense versus defense. Herman really checked up in the corner, and this might be setting up a big opportunity for the 17 or the 20. Sanford still running defensive. He does not want Mac to pass him. He does not want to give up his top 5 position. Ooh, Herman running a little bit high off of Ford's. Mac nearly hit the wall on corner exit. Laps ticking down. It's 33 of 44. Herman with big run into the corner all over the back of the 91, but can't go anywhere. Cloud's been here for many seasons before Richard. Actually, it's the Battle of Michigan. These two are both from Michigan, and now they're fighting it out up here as Rose taking a look. But, you know, Cloud's experience is the best thing going for him right now because Herman has never been in a Mountain Dew Custom Series race before, trying to win in his first start. And both cars may have pink stripes, but Cloud has 5, 6 seasons of experience on Herman coming into today. At least in the NSDCA. Top 2 broken apart once again from the rest of the field. Now Rose pushing up to the high side, blocking the run from Yamakaze and Sanford at the same time. Here comes Rose. Can she take second away from Herman? 65 blocking, at least in the middle. Center of the tri-oval, down into turn 1, nothing yet. Rose running a little bit higher on the racetrack. Could give her a better run on corner exit. Do we see anything out of the 17? Not quite. Yamakaze slipped back in the number 20, as well as Cordell Smith. Dylan Young to their inside. Oh, Herman pushing up the hill. That was almost into the wall. He's on the limit. He wants to find the run that he can to get behind the 91, or he may have just been blocking the 17. Here he comes. The look, maybe. Oh, he just can't get there. He's got his hands full. He's got his hands all over the wheel. He's got to block a very aggressive driver out of the 17 of Rose Henson. And this 91, a skilled veteran, a championship contender from seasons ago. Cloud in the 91 of the Cup Series for a different team, but the 91 down here, reuniting with Evernham for 2, maybe 3 races this season. He's led them all today. He's just got a few more to do it. Sanford still blocking Mac Johnson, and Rose says, if Herman can't get by him, I'll have to. Here comes the 17 to the inside with Mac helping the 17 to 27 work themselves to good runs here in Daytona and Vegas last year. Can they do it now? No speed on exit. The Gatlin Downey Incorporated duo push themselves up, and it might be a 2-3 for GDIs. Here comes Sanford on the high side. A new team blossoming. They saw it with Jose Perez a few seasons ago in the Truck Series. Now in the NSDCA, they've locked down some good equipment, a solid driver in the 35. What can they do? Patrick Smith didn't work out in the MDCS for him. Jose Perez didn't really work out in the MDCS for him. Now it might be Sanford's time. 3 to go in Las Vegas. Richard Herman, could he be the next big thing in the NSDCA? Brandon Beal was 1 week ago, but Herman might be an even better shot. Sanford, will he play nice with his teammate? He looks to the inside, trying to get a better run through the corner, but he really got off the gas there in 3 and 4. 2 laps, 3 miles left in Vegas for Logan Cloud. All good through the corner of the hole. Top 10 single file back to Ellison. Won't see any surprises. Brandon Beal's done very well for himself, putting himself all the way up the field. And now Sanford sneaking to second around Herman. Does Charles Sanford have anything on the last lap for Logan Cloud? Does anyone in this field have anything for Logan Cloud? They haven't for 40 laps. Will it change on the final one? White flag is out in Las Vegas. Cloud running high. Sanford's going to have a run. He's got his teammate behind him. Anything. It's go time. Charles has to look, and he's looking. Down into the corner goes Charles Sanford. Does the car stick? Can the Fruit of the Loom 35 best the Mopar 91? It will not. Coming to the line, Logan Cloud. Perfect race. Pole. Every lap led, and the victory. They tried their best to best him, but it was impossible. Logan Cloud, masterclass out front, running defensive, running outright strong, and he gets it done here today in Las Vegas. Some great chances out of Richard Herman and Charles Sanford. Jeffrey Finguy as well. Although Finguy could not get it done as his engine blew very early. I'm pretty sure Cloud led every lap. Jesus, I hope I didn't mess up there, but he gets it done. It's going to be a big celebration for him as he goes back to victory lane, something that he hasn't found in a while, I don't think. I think it's been at least like a year and a half for Cloud. Or just about at least. Rose Henson coming home 4th. Mac Johnson 5th. Very good run for Mac. Jay Jefferson in 6th. Very good run for Coors Light, especially after tearing their equipment up last week. Brandon Beal 11th. That's a very good comeback out of that young driver. Patrick Smith fell down to 13th. Francois, I think, had that good save. Might be able to throw a replay in there for it or something, but Adam Mitchell comes home 18th after starting 34th. Gunner got up into the top 10, but he fell back to 21st. It looks like Jacob Edson, 22nd. And Finguy's credited with an ignition failing, but that was a lot of smoke, I'd have to say, for an ignition issue. So, maybe a misprint there. But Logan Cloud, your winner here today from Las Vegas. Thank you all once again for watching the NSDCA. We will see you for race number 3 in a few weeks' time from the Kettle Moraine of Wisconsin, Road America. Until then, see ya.